Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray, and thank you for watching. Today we are talking about Re:Zero Season 2, Episode 14, or if you want to say Season 2, Part 2, Episode 1, whatever you prefer to call it. I'm going to say Season 2, Episode 14, because we left off on 13, so it makes sense to me in my own little way. So we're sticking with Episode 14 for Season 2. And Otto just beats the crap out of Subaru. Like we all knew that Subaru was weak. Like we all knew he was physically, he really wasn't all that strong, but we didn't realize how weak he really was. So nobody thinks of Otto as a strong person, somebody that can go up against a witch or a demon or a giant whale or a bunny or whatever else powerful character, half human, half demon, whatever you will, and defeat them. And he literally just did some basic martial arts and pretty much knocked Subaru right on his butt fairly easily. Punched him in the face. Subaru tried to do some tactics where he played dirty and threw sand in Otto's face, and it just didn't work. Otto ended up flipping him over his shoulder like nothing. And either Otto's a little bit stronger than we thought, or Subaru's a lot weaker than we thought. But it all, kind of goes back into this is a mind game. It's all, Subaru has to think out the process. He has to have other people help him. He is not physically strong, and I don't know if we'll ever actually see him develop strength. We did see him previously, obviously training with the sword, so it leads me to believe that there's some hope for him still, that he will be able to, at the very least, defend himself without other people's help. But who knows? We'll just have to wait and see what happens with there. But basically, Subaru just explains his whole situation to Otto. Otto, being a good friend, obviously believes him. We already know what happened. We didn't really get much of a recap. I thought maybe we'd get a little bit of a recap, but not really. And he starts to put his plan into place. He then makes a bet with Roswall, or is it Roswall? Roswall, Roswall, Mr. Mathers, I could say that too. I know I mispronounced his name in the previous reviews, so I'll just continue mispronouncing it now, because why not? He made a bet with him stating that he is going to basically, he's going to throw the book away. He wants Roswall to throw the book away. Completely get rid of it. Kind of trust in Subaru and what he's doing, and he agrees to the bet because it's kind of a win-win for him, as Subaru likes to do with his return by death. Roswall, I'm going to say Roswall because I think it's Roswall. Roswall kind of knows about it anyway because of the book, and he agrees to the bet that if he can save the sanctuary, save everybody in it, save the mansion, then he will play his part in Subaru's plan to get Amelia into power, in order to make her happy, because that's number one girl for him right there, even though I think it should still be Rem. But, she's kind of unconscious right now, is what it is. With that, when the pudding pop, oh god, I'm going to get some hate for that one. But it is what it is in that regard. Moving on from that, he talks to, Ryukyu? It's like Ryuku. Ryukyu, mispronouncing that too. I'm going to keep moving on regardless. He talks to her, pink-haired short girl, kind of elf thing that the Witch of Greed created, and realizes that there's four main ones. So there's the four original ones. They all guard the original body, and that one of them, the one that is under contract with Garfield, who, if you do not remember, basically turns into a giant tiger and wrecks everything. Killed Otto, killed Subaru, killed a bunch of people. I was under contract with him because she saved his life at one point in time. We learned some background for him that basically the mother abandoned him and Frederica to go out into the real world, and he kept her last name as a reminder of who she is and what she did. We don't know if he hates her or not, but that was the reason he was unable to pass the trial. Amelia, we learned that many years ago she was frozen in ice for whatever reason. Somebody froze the entire forest in ice. Puck apparently was always with Amelia since she was born. I don't know if they were born together or Amelia's mother created her, something along those lines. But basically, all of the people that Amelia was with also got frozen in ice. And her reason for wanting to become the queen is because Roswaal said maybe he can do that if you become the queen. So we saw Amelia's mother. So we know she is definitely has nothing to do, really, with Stelia, the Witch of Envy. Unless that was like her adoptive mother, but looked very similar to her with the white hair. We only saw kind of a very quick glimpse of her. Definitely an attractive woman. Didn't see her father at all, but we got to see bits and pieces of her past, which is pretty interesting as well. The saddest part of this episode is that Puck is dead. Yeah. I said it, no spoiler warning, you already watched the episode if you're watching this review probably at this point. Puck unfortunately died. I don't know why he died. He died to basically unlock Amelia's memories. That's why he died. So he had to sacrifice himself. He had some sort of conversation with Subaru. Subaru finally got him to come out because he was going to quote-unquote hurt Amelia, and he froze a couple of Subaru's hands. Had a conversation with Subaru, realizes that Subaru loves her as much as he does, and he sacrificed himself, broke the contract so Amelia could get access to all of her old memories in order for her to pass the trial, which is where she runs to. She said Puck lied, she said her mother lied, and she said Subaru lied. I'm not sure what Subaru lied about. I think it was because she wanted him to hold her hand the entire night until she woke up in the morning to feel comfort and safety, which, is nice to have. But I think what happened with that whole situation was that Subaru had to go set up his master plan with everybody else. Amelia snuck off to do the trial. I believe at this point she has completed the second trial, not the third trial yet, but the second one, because basically it was a ruse to throw off Garfield. Because Subaru knows from obviously dying multiple times that Garfield is a problem in certain circumstances. So he goes to Otto to have Otto talk to Garfield in the original crystallized Rukyu kind of little shrine there. And the other Rukyu copies are off, I'm guessing, helping Subaru and or initiating his plan. We'll just have to wait and see. At least the version I saw of it, there wasn't an intro and there wasn't an outro. It was basically, here's 28 minutes, here's the entire episode. I'm guessing how they played it in Japan. There's only 2 minutes of commercial because it was definitely an extended episode. I don't know if they're all going to be extended episodes because typically they're about 22 minutes long. You got to factor in commercials when it shows on the air. But who knows? We will definitely have to wait and see how that plays out. If I'm guessing this is just kind of an extended episode because it's the first episode back, and the rest of them are all going to be normal length. But I do plan on reviewing every single one. Moving forward also with my reviews, Dr. Stone you're going to see, and you are also going to see Promised Neverland. I believe that comes out on Friday. Jujutsu Kaisen at the moment looks like that is probably going to be suspended for a couple of weeks. There's going to be a break between the 14 episodes. And then you got Yashahime also, last episode of that coming this Saturday, which I'll be reviewing as well. In a worst case scenario, if we do get Jujutsu Kaisen, just so you know what I'm doing with the reviews at the moment, something is going to get pushed to Sunday. So probably what's going to happen if there's 2 shows that appear Friday, Yashahime, I'll push it to Sunday, and then one of the 2 shows that airs on Friday is going to get pushed to Saturday, and that's probably how I'm going to have to do it. If I'm reviewing 4 shows at the same time here, I'd prefer to review 2 or 3, and then have a random video here and there if I get an idea, but unfortunately I haven't had a lot of good ideas lately. So it is what it is in that regards. So that's just how the whole situation is going to be if I'm reviewing 4 anime at the same exact time. Right now it's kind of like 5, but at least Yashahime is ending soon. I'm trying to line, that's what I try to do. I try to line everything up so that way nothing conflicts with something else, but inevitably finally conflicted with something else. Either that, or I can do like a two episode arc, like I did with Akudama Drive, which it definitely seemed to kind of bite me in the butt in regards to that as well. Because when I did the 2 episode reviews, there definitely wasn't as many people watching those as when I switched that back to singular. But we'll figure it out. I'll try out a few different things, see what works. We'll go from there. Wednesday is always going to be a Re:Zero day, so just keep that in mind. Unless something happens or conflicting plans, look forward to the next 13 weeks of me reviewing Re:Zero every Wednesday. I think that pretty much sums up this entire episode, just giving you a heads up on what I plan on doing for future reviews. Rating-wise, this one was a solid 7. Probably say 7 out of 10. Definitely not one of the better episodes, but it is definitely one of those episodes where you need to get back into the series, and you also need to kind of understand how the rest of the season is going to play out and how everything is going to wrap up, hopefully in a nice little bun. And if we end on a cliffhanger again and you make me wait an extended period of time for more Re:Zero, you might make me read the manga. Let's be honest. I think the manga's done at this point. I could be wrong, but if I gotta jump into the manga, if I get impatient enough, that's what happens. That's what happened with Attack on Titan for me, which is why I'm in no big rush to start watching Season 4, because I kind of already know what happens. So eventually I'll catch up on Season 3 and watch Season 4 of Attack on Titan, but that's kind of why I'm not reviewing that right now, because I don't like knowing what happens. That's why it's either manga for me or anime. I typically don't do both. I do one or the other. Let me know what you think. If you watched this far, hit that subscribe button, if you will. Turn on the notification bell. Leave a like and feel free to comment down below what you would like me to do for future anime and cartoon-related videos. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.